Hey guys, what's going on today? Well, I'm finally back in my lair. We had some family visiting from out of town, and they left yesterday and put some new windows in up here too, so I had to break everything down and put it up. But like I said, they left yesterday, so I was able to get everything set up here, and I did quite a bit more than what I had set up here before. Anyway, really glad to have my little shop area set back up. I want to just give you a quick tour of it here. Show you guys what I've done. Let's see. All right, so you guys can see this is my little corner here. Just got some stuff set up. Thought it'd be kind of nice to put them boxes and stuff in the background, better than a sealed blue wall. And then we'll back up here a little bit. Able to get stuff pretty well organized here, and got all my tools and everything there, CO2s, targets, all that kind of crap. There's the MTR hanging there. And then in this cabinet here, I got all the pistols in here except for the chasers. They go in their own little boxes. And then I got these other rifles in here. So all of my guns have a home now. Like all of my pistols and everything used to be in a computer bag. Well, they didn't all fit in there, but I had them all stuffed in there. And this way they're not all gobbed together in a bag, and you put them in here. I don't know, I think it looks pretty nice. So anyway, got the Sun's Red Ryder hanging up there, so I'm digging it. Put this guy back in here. Alright, so let's get to what this video is about today. Get this guy to stop wobbling. Alright, so today I thought I'd do a little review of the Diana Chaser 177 CO2 pistol. You guys can see I put a penny reflex on this thing, and it really, we'll kind of talk about that a little bit later in the video here. I just put it on a couple days ago, and it's really improved my groupings, at least at 10 and 15 yards. You guys will see I shot at 10, 15, and 20, and you guys will see my groupings. And I know I was out shooting groups last night at 10 and 15 and was getting better groups than what you guys are going to see today. So I know it's capable of doing that. I think it's just a combination of whenever I have the video rolling, and it didn't help that I had like 3 cups of coffee in me, a little bit jittery. So anyway, I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with these Diana Chasers. If you're watching this video, you're into them and have one, or you want to get one. I highly recommend them. I have 2 of the pistols. I got the 22 caliber, and I put that red dot on there yesterday too, and I'm shooting with it. Helped quite a bit. I'll probably end up doing a video on this one at some point. 177, and then if you guys watch any of my videos, you know that I have one that I converted over to HPA, which I'm getting ready to do what I said I wasn't going to do in that video, which is I'm going to tear that thing apart and start opening up transfer ports and beefing up the hammer spring and taking some material out of the valve and try to get better numbers out of that thing. And then we have one that my son shoots, which is just a 22 caliber CO2 rifle version of it with a little scope on it. So I really dig these guns, man. The triggers are really adjustable. I got this thing set just super nice right now. It has a good take up, and there's a very defined wall, and then it just takes a little bit of a squeeze, guys, and it's off. So you get quite a few shots. I've never really sat down and counted how many shots you get with a CO2 out of these, but you're probably talking 40 to 60 shots, and if you're shooting at 10 or 15 yards, you're going to be able to, I mean, even with the CO2 getting low in this thing at 10 and 15, it still groups pretty good, but you can definitely tell it's getting weak. So they're great guns. You guys can see this one's moderated. Like I said, I bought 2 of the 22 caliber rifle kits, and those moderators will come off, and I talked about that in a different video that I have. But so I put these on here because they're quite a bit louder without the moderator on them. Now I did do some groups. I did some Chrony testing on it, and I did some decibel testing. I'm starting to think that decibel app that I have on that tablet isn't all that great. But I did get one shot over it, and it was reading 79 decibels, which sounds about right for this thing. So anyway, that's what we got going on today, guys. Let's get to the outside shooting part of it. All right, guys, here we are outside. We're gonna do a little shooting at 10 and, like I said before, 15 and 20. So here's the gun, dude, the Diana Chaser .177. I got the little Pinty reflex sight on it, which I've had these for a while, and just put on here a couple of days ago, and really helped a lot. So I mean, the open sights are good too, but my eyes aren't very good. So anyways, it's a nice morning. It's not super humid. We'll do a little shooting here. Well, not too bad of a group there, guys. 0.30. Well, 0.61 at 15 yards, guys. Not horrible, but I know it'll shoot better groups than that. Yeah, 1.18, just call it 1.2 inches at 20 yards. Not terrible for a CO2 pistol, so I ain't complaining. Alright, guys, well, you can see the kind of groups we were getting there. After going back and looking at the caliper measurements, each one seemed to about double in size the farther I got back. And like I said before, I know I can shoot better groups than that. The 20-yard group, and I know on another video, I know it's an excuse or whatever, but I try to do these early in the morning when it's not 100,000 degrees outside, and inevitably at my 20-yard setup, the sun was right in my face, and I set up some umbrellas and stuff to kind of try to get out of my face, but it sure didn't help any. But I had a little over an inch, 1.18, I think is what it was. That's really not bad for a CO2 pistol at 20 yards, so I'm not complaining too much about it. I'm sure there's guys out there that could shoot a lot tighter group than that at 20, but the 10 and 15 group, they're all decent groups. They're not bad. So forgot to mention shooting these Sig Sauer 7.71 match PB. I really like these pellets. They're really they're just a nice pellet. There's not really, you guys probably can't see anything there, but there's really not much for a seam of any kind. I mean, they just seem to be pretty well made pellet. Most of the guns that I shoot them through group really well. So anyway, there were the groups at 10, 15, and 20. And now we'll do the Chrony testing, and I'm going to try to put in just a still shot of the dB reading. And also, I threw this thing on a scale just to show you guys, so I'll throw a picture of that up now. Well, as you can see here, 2 pound, 10.7 ounces with an optic and a CO2. Alright guys, we're going to do a little Chrony testing here now. See what kind of numbers we're getting with these Sig Sauer 7.71s. 518. 518. 510. $508. Steady going down. $506. One more. $507. All right, guys. So we're getting 510 feet per second and 4.45 foot-pound energy out of this guy. All right, guys. There you go. There's my little review on the Diana Chaser 177 CO2 pistol. I really do enjoy shooting these little chasers. They're a lot of fun. So that was my take on it. Give you guys a little information. You know, about 510 feet per second, about 4.5 foot-pounds of energy. So not too bad. I just do want to talk briefly about some stuff I got coming up. My Armada, I did a chrony test on it, and I'm shooting a JSB. Let's see, I'll show you. Shooting these guys out of it. Exact King Heavy Diablo 3.95. And I did a chrony test and I'm getting like 630 feet per second and about 30 foot-pounds of energy, which didn't quite sound right to me. So I started poking around a little bit on YouTube, and I found Monkey Dad 1969. That's Joe. He's with Predator International. And I started looking around his YouTube channel, and also started trading some messages with him. And what I figured out is I'm pretty sure my transfer port seals are bad in this. When I'm shooting, I'm getting some air blowing out from under the breech. So I ordered from Tim over at Hill Air Gun transfer port seals, and there's 2 breech seals in here. I figured if I'm gonna do the transfer port, I'll do the breech seals while I'm in there too, or seal. So that's what I got coming up on that. My 22 caliber gauntlet has a Hajimoto barrel band on it. Now, I bought that gun used off of eBay, and somehow I cracked the barrel band. I don't know how it happened, but I don't ever remember banging it on anything or anything like that. At any rate, I noticed it was cracked, and it was kind of shooting all over, so I took it off. And I've shot it a couple of times, and man, it's just all over the place. I mean, it's insane how it's shooting this way and that way and this way. It's craziness. So I took the plug out of the end of the shroud, and there's no springs at all in there. So I've got springs for it. I'm going to crown the barrel. The air stripper's cracked. I took it out, and I'll show you guys in the video. I don't know if it was the guy that I bought it from, if he was the original owner, but they tried to fix the cracked air stripper with Scotch tape. So I'm also going to vent that barrel. And I got some other stuff coming up on these gauntlets. I'm going to be working on the triggers and stuff some more on them. So I'll have that coming up here. That'll be a fun little project. And then the T4E TR50. I did find a valve from Rockstar Tactical. It's going to help make it so I don't have to do a bunch of modifications to the valve that's in it. This is the whole, you just drop it in. We got to take it apart, of course, but this makes it the HDR version, 11 joules. So we'll get that put in. We'll be doing chrony testing and everything on that too. So got quite a few little projects coming up here, guys, and I'm going to continue these pistol reviews, and I'll be doing reviews on some of my rifles and stuff too at some point. So anyway, that's what's going on, guys. Super happy to be back in my little lair here, my little shop, and so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.